Hi guys, Top Pops here. I was actually working on my schoolwork today, so it's a little bit later than usual. It's about 11 p.m. before the video is supposed to come out the next day, and I wanted to just kind of show off some figures that I picked up at like random stores, but it wasn't enough for a pop hunt that day. So it might be like 1 or 2 pops that I picked up over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks. And we've got about 7 or 8 different ones that I want to show off today, so let's get started. Alright guys, so the first store that we went over to was EB Games. I got a couple pops as well as some mystery minis. And then guys, the first pop that I got today was Galaxy from Fortnite. I'm really close to getting every single Fortnite Funko Pop. I think I'm missing 4, because if I look at the back of the box here, I'm missing Ghoul Trooper, 8-Ball, Ripley, and then there's the glow-in-the-dark Ragnarok with t-shirt that went to Walmart. I completely missed that one. It never came to my Walmarts, so I do need that one. But this one right here is my most recent purchase for the Fortnite set. And I've never seen Ghoul Trooper Zombie or 8-Ball in stores, so I will keep my eyes open for those ones. And then for this one here, guys, I feel like this skin really translated well into Funko Pop form. I also like the way they did kind of like the gradient smoky look around his eyes. I think that looks really, really well done, as well as the stars on his suit there looks really great as well. I think they did some really good stuff on this one, and overall, I'm a huge fan of it. Also, you don't get bright purple Funko Pops like this very often. I know there's like Thanos and stuff like that, but when they do it with a purple box as well as a purple pop, it looks pretty great. And then guys, the other pop that I picked up there was one that was actually for SDCC, but it didn't come to Canada till a little bit later, so I'm glad I at least got it. And this one here is the Hello Kitty one. Now this is Hello Kitty Robot, and like I had said, there was about 3 of them that came to EB Games right away, and those ones were the Sonic set, the Marvel Zombies, the Thing, and then there was one more as well. It was Vulpix. And then later on, we got in the Mr. Freeze, as well as this Hello Kitty right here. And those were all of the ones that came to EB Games here in Canada. It was the same as the stuff that went to GameStop. And it does kind of suck that it came in later, but I totally understand why, because it is, you know, going over the border and stuff like that. I'm sure shipping it took a little bit longer than usual, but it doesn't really matter because at least I got it. So that was the 2 pops that I picked up. Now let's get into the mystery minis that I got. They actually had 3 different ones at the location that I went to. So one of them being the Five Nights at Freddy's Blacklight set. This is one that I haven't seen for a little while, so I'm glad I got it. These ones are all 1 in 12, in case you guys are wondering. There's the rarities on the back. And then I also got this one here, which is the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse set, which looks really great. These ones have different rarities, and you guys can see there is the back of the box right there as well. There's some really weird ones in this one. I actually haven't looked at the set in a while. I'm kind of hoping to get maybe Kingpin or Miles Morales, or even Spider-Man or Spider-Ham would be cool. I don't know, guys. I don't really care what I get. It's just cool that I finally got this box, because this is one that I haven't seen in a long time. You can even see, like, the sticker that is on the EB Games one is already kind of, like, turning a different color. Like, it's getting kind of dirty. It's been sitting there for so long. So it means it's been around for a little while, and I'm glad I grabbed it. And then, guys, last but not least, I finally got this one here. Now, you guys might be thinking it's just the Aladdin one, but every time I've gone to EB Games, they've been either returned or opened or taped again. So I needed one that was shrink-wrapped, so that way I knew that it was a brand new mystery mini. Now, I didn't really care if it was new or not, but I wanted to make sure that this was one directly from Funko. Because with it being like returned and taped up like that, I don't know, it could be like a completely different set inside of there. I didn't want to open it in the store because that would be opening a mystery mini, and once you do that, you kind of have to buy it. So I didn't want to risk it, so I'm glad I found this one. Well, anyways, guys, that is all the stuff that I got over at EB Games. Now let's move on to Shoppers Drug Mart. So I got a couple different figures from there the other day, and we got some pretty neat ones. First up being this one right here. So I got the original Spider-Man Funko Pop, but it's weird because it says that they're still producing this one, and this one was made in 2020. So I feel like this is one they've just never retired before. I've also kind of seen the Iron Man one around some places, and I know this one's not too expensive, but I did buy this one, and this was one of my like first 15 Funko Pops, I'd say, so I didn't have the box for this one, so I'm glad that I could grab it just recently. And if you guys want to see it, there it is right there. This is what the original Spider-Man Funko Pop looked like. This was the first ever Spider-Man Funko Pop created, and it's pretty neat to see some old stuff like this. And if you guys want to see the back of the box, here's what they've got there. So there was Spider-Man, Iron Man, Wolverine, as well as Captain America, and these are all the comic book versions. And back then, they used to actually throw every single one of the Marvel figures into like one big line. So back then, actually this is weird. I don't know why this is like this. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know what number 1 or number 2 was. Yeah, I've got no clue. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to think of it, and I have no clue what number 1 or number 2 was in this line. So if you guys know, let me know in the comment section below. And then, guys, I got another figure that I haven't seen in a while, and it's this one right here. So this is the Boba Fett. Now, it's the black box one, of course, but it is still the original sculpt. And you guys can see there, this Boba Fett actually looks really, really great. I'm a huge fan of the way this one looks. And of course, I like the newer ones, but this one's just so classic. And if you guys are wondering what I mean by black box versus blue box, this one here is the black box version, but a lot of the older Star Wars characters, I don't know if I have any near me. Let me go grab one. Okay guys, so here's a good example. This is what the box used to look like on the Boba Fett. So instead of it being Princess Leia, it would be Boba Fett, but the background on it was all blue. But then people really wanted those figures, so they re-released them with a black box, so that way people who still had these ones, the value wouldn't go down. I thought it was really great that Funko did this because people who started collecting the Star Wars line later on probably wanted these figures, so with them changing the box, it didn't ruin the value of the original characters. And then you guys can see the difference on the back of the boxes here for which ones they made into black boxes and which ones they didn't. So on the back of this box here, we've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Where on the back of this one, they have all the way from 1 to 8. But what I find kind of funny is that all of the ones on the back of the Princess Leia box has actually been redone in the black box figures, so I'm not sure why they skipped 5 or 7 on this one. But anyways, guys, doesn't really matter. I'm just glad that I could pick up this figure because I've been looking for this Boba Fett for a little while now. And I know I'll probably get a couple comments on this, but Noah, my brother, actually has that figure in the blue box, but he wouldn't give it to me, so I had to buy my own. Oh, I also forgot to mention, guys, that they did have 2 other random mystery minis over at Shoppers as well, and I wouldn't normally get these because they're not in cases, but because I'm trying to buy one of every set, it was nice that they had these old ones. And since we're on the topic of all of my mystery minis here, I figured I would show off the ones that I have so far. I don't have too many, but we are building a pretty nice collection. And I mean, just in today's video, we've already added 5 more to the set, and I know there's about, what have I said, like maybe 60 to 70 different ones, so we're on our way, but there's still a ways to go. And I've been getting a lot of people DMing me asking which sets I have, so I thought I would show you guys which ones I have in today's video. This is every single set of mystery minis that I have so far, so if you guys have been looking for me, thank you so much. This is what I've got. It's annoying because there's like 4 or 5 different versions of the Star Wars ones, and then there's like 6 different Five Nights at Freddy's sets, and then there's a couple different ones of the Minions, and then there's 2 Frozen sets, so it is a lot of work, but thank you guys so much for helping me out with this. Alright guys, now let's get on to the last pop that I picked up today because it was at a pretty weird store, but I'm glad I found it. And now this one was shared with FYE outside of WonderCon, but I don't even know if it's in stock on FYE's website just because they don't ship to Canada. So, the figure that I actually got it over at Canada Computers, and it is Flocked Pichu. Now this one right here is something that I've been looking for a little while now. The box isn't the greatest. It looks pretty good, but it was the only one they had left. And I don't know why Canada Computers gets in figures. And if you guys don't know what that store is, they get in a lot of computer stuff. They actually have pretty much every computer part you can think of, or at least most of them here in Canada. So this one right here was something that I was kind of surprised to find, but I had seen pops there before. I think if I'm not mistaken, I picked up the original Superman there a long time ago. It might have even been in a pop hunt, I'm not too sure. But they actually moved their pop section to the back of the store, and they had this one sitting in the front. So I am so glad that I was able to get this one because now I only need a couple more figures, and then I've got all of them. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I do have the Flocked Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Mewtwo. 2 of them are stuck at the post office because I can't go to the States to pick them up. And the Mewtwo is still coming in the mail. It's funny, guys, I'd been looking for this figure for about a month, and then as soon as I stop looking, it just shows up. And in one of the weirdest places as well, because we were going to Canadian Computers to get a computer, not a Funko Pop. But hey, I'm glad I grabbed it. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you're new around here, you should subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. I do upload every day after all. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And you can always like the video if you know, well, liked the video. And if a video every day isn't enough for you, you can always check me out on many other platforms. I do post pretty much every day over there as well. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that due to popular demand, we now have Top Pops merch. Yeah, I know. You're welcome. We have a bunch of different designs, and the shirts come in 16 different colors. That's right, 16 different colors. So there's literally a color for everyone. There's also phone cases, sweaters, and since so many of you asked, yes, we finally have wall clocks. I'll have it all linked in the description down below for you guys to check out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.